All right, hello and welcome everybody back to another. Oh, sorry, accidentally moved my desk. Welcome to another stream. We are back with more Horizon Forbidden West, and sorry guys that I had to postpone to today. I had a little family get together yesterday that ran a little longer than I thought it was going to run. I thought I was going to be back in time. Turns out that was not the case. It was because we had company from out of town, some family members that we hadn't seen for a while, so it just took a little longer than I expected. So by the time I was gonna come back, I was gonna make it home to stream, it was gonna be really late, so I didn't want to start really late and then go later to much later than my normal time. So alright, so when we left off, when we left off, we were on our way to an embassy to get safe passage into the into the Forbidden West. We had to kind of tell off this sun priest who was giving us a little attitude, and didn't want to go any further, but we are actually now on our way to find Aaron, our old friend Aaron from the first game. So let's see if we can just avoid all these right now. Can I use them? I'm still trying to figure out how to use a rock. Okay. Nope. There we go. Okay. Did I get someone's attention? Yes. Nope.
Okay then.
I didn't think it was going to turn right away. I was trying to get to it. Oh, it burrowed. I guess that's why you called a burrow. Oh, I'm trying to get out of the way. Whoa. I didn't want to get in combat so early right now.
Much better.
Okay, I think it was just the 3. Data point there. Scroll. Kind of like this scanning the field area. What is that green thing right there? Let's go see what it is. Dun, 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 dun.
Gemstone. It's green like blaze, but it's hard and shiny. I wonder if merchants would be interested.
Okay, so I guess it's a valuable resource. There's gonna be some kind of currency. What is this? Can't craft yet. I guess crafting, I have to... all crafting now has to be on a bench. Oh yeah.
It's a dead machine. It must be a bristleback. Maybe Errand took it down?
Where was it?
Ground
Oh, this
soaked with
thing.
acid. Did the bristlebacks do this?
So bristleback, I'm guessing is kind of like a... It's kind of like a...
It must be chain
a
scrape.
boar.
Jaruf said I could get my bow upgraded in there. Might be able to tinker with my other gear too.
Okay.
Outlander approaching. Is that the Savior? Wanna come in, Savior?
Yeah.
Welcome to Chainscrape, Savior.
Open up, guys. Jaruf's orders.
Good enough for me.
By the Forge.
Hey!
Petra?
Aloy, what are you doing here?
I remember her.
About time there was something worth looking at in this dump.
It's nice to see you too.
And not a moment too soon. Come on.
I...
Damn brewery's the only thing I can count on in this place.
Yeah, I heard. Machines, work stoppage.
Oh, those are just the latest malfunctions. Chainscrape's always been a few tools short of a kit. And right there is the biggest tool of all.
Our land, not our problem. The bristlebacks are everybody's problem.
Roland?
You've heard of him,
Yeah.
but he's a story best told over a cold beer.
Petra. I'm just passing through. I'm headed west.
Oh,
There's an embassy at Barren Light I need to make happen, and then I keep moving.
ah, of course. Bigger gears to grind. Well, Flame Hair, good to see you. You've got to move on.
Petra.
But if you want a cold beer and a few laughs with an old friend, come find me at the brewery. Your choice.
Well, of course, you know we're gonna do that.
Well, this Olvan guy sounds like trouble. Maybe Petra could use some support. But first things first, I need to find that workbench and upgrade my bow.
Must be someone around here worth talking to.
Where is the boat?
Almost ready to go? What do you mean I'm being...
Okay, yeah. Weapon upgrades. Oh, unlocks new ammo. Increases weapon stats. Okay, yeah, so we want to do this so that we can get acid arrows. Alright. Can increase the bomb satchel, but nothing else right now, so I'm not too sure if it's increasing the amount I can carry or the potency. I think it works on how effective it is. Let's upgrade the outfit too. Okay. Nice. That should be good.
Took you long enough. You're showing that bubble here didn't public again.
Ammo that deals acid damage is now available in your inventory. Use your focus to scan enemies and see if they are weak to acid. Hitting enemies with acid will build up to the corroding state. Once in this state, an enemy's armor takes damage over time and has reduced damage resistance. Shoot acid canisters with acid arrows to detonate them and trigger a large elemental explosion.
This should be
Sounds
useful.
fun.
Now I just need to find Erend and help him clear the bristlebacks.
What does this guy do?
Shop looks closed.
Yep.
Can I still use the workbench?
Oh.
I ain't gonna stop you.
Well, I just did.
Oh, hi! Joke's on you, Hammerhead. I'm into that stuff. Run faster when I was your age.
I hear you.
What is this? Oh. This is a stash. Hang on. This is your stash. It can be found in every settlement as well as many other locations throughout the world. When you gather items beyond your carrying capacity, excess items will be sent to your stash. From here, you can retrieve items individually or restock all your resources by holding square. By upgrading your pouches at the workbench, you can increase your carrying capacity. Alright, that's interesting. Nice.
Now I've seen everything.
That's very useful. A lot of times it was very frustrating in the first game to come up to resources and want to pick them up, but you were full on that particular resource. So that's a pretty nice change there.
Figures we'd be talking.
I guess
Hey, I thought you'd left by now.
Whatever you're having.
I can see why you'd...
Salutations, fair maiden. Who might you be?
One drink for me.
Ignoring me again?
I did want to find her.
I thought you were someone else.
Hey, I thought you'd left by now.
Don't let Petra hear you say that, or she'll hammer your head out of your behind.
So there is a quest down here.
Last time I was back, he'd already started. We are on the same side here, Ulva. The bristlebacks threaten us all.
Oh, drop the act. We all know it was the Carja who
So
let the
pick up the
bristlebacks
quest too.
What do you want, Ulvund? Some kind of payment?
My dear magistrate, you think I can be bought? If you want that whistle blown, all you have to do is have your soldiers remove the bristlebacks and sign the concession decree. Face it, what other choice do you have?
Hi.
Savior, what auspicious timing. Might we discuss a matter of importance to the Sundom?
We might. Later.
Very well. I shall be waiting.
So, the savior herself. Walloper of Derval, gutter of Hughes.
Maybe.
I've heard many tales of your beauty and heroics, my fierce lady warrior. Ulvund Freeholder, at your service. So, what could have dragged you away from the fine silks and wine of Meridian to this smudge of a settlement? Your saviorly attention must be needed elsewhere.
I'm here for the embassy and...
The embassy? Why, by the forge. Ah. Greater gears for greater matters. Guess that means you'll be moving on.
Once I've dealt with any problems around here that need my saviorly attention.
Ah, the bristlebacks, of course. Help to get rid of them if you want that embassy to take place. Well, best get to it, hey? And off you go.
Not so fast. You don't seem to have a high opinion of the magistrate?
Well, I refuse to play nice to some fancy-robed parchment pusher when my fellow laborers are being bullied, intimidated, and taken advantage of.
How noble of you.
Noble, ha! Born with a hammer in hand I was. Nobody handed me anything or dropped opportunity into my lap. Everything I've achieved, I've done on my own.
And where is this hammer now?
The, burden of leadership forced me to set it aside. The Carja risk nothing, while demanding that good Oseram gamble with their lives out there. Someone had to step up and say no more.
You ordered the work stoppage?
Indeed I did. We're laborers, not soldiers. Until the Carja clean up their mess and give us the fair deal we deserve, I'm not risking Oseram lives.
Fair deal? You mean your concession decree?
It's not my decree. It's on behalf of all the good Oseram laborers of this land who do all the back-breaking work, while only the Carja reap the rewards. All we're asking for is the ability to share in this prosperity for a land worked
He's
by the
making a
people,
show of this.
for the people.
Right. And just how much would be your share?
Only an amount appropriate to my contributions to this community, of course.
If Chainscrape is on Carja land, shouldn't a Carja be in charge? Who appointed you?
The sensibilities of good Oseram folk, of course. You think a Carja can head this whole venture? Ah! The magistrate can barely make the trek from Barren Light without losing a few screws.
So you have no real authority then? People only follow you because you say so. Loudly.
Anyone who has followers has authority. I've been with Chainscrape from the beginning. I mean, I'm practically its founder, and its honest folk know I'm indispensable to its success.
You said you founded Chainscrape. Somehow I doubt that.
Practically founded, I said. I alone saw its potential when it was just a smattering of tents in Barren Light's shadow.
Yeah, that doesn't mean you
I
found it,
invested
though.
in the mod, convinced some friends back home to do the same, and here we are. You could say Chainscrape is what it is thanks to me.
Oh, so you're not just standing around and profiting off everyone else?
Not at all. Sure, I make a little return on my investment here and there, but my main priority, as it was from the beginning, is to look after the well-being of these honest, working Oseram.
Where's the whistle?
Right in the middle of town, but with the threat out there, I'm not endangering innocent Osram lives.
I'm going to clear out the bristlebacks. And when I'm done, this valley is gonna get moving.
If that's what it takes. Until then, I'll keep looking after the safety of these good folk.
Just be ready to blow the whistle. Better see what that Carja magistrate wanted. I bet he's in the tavern.
Yeah, where is the tavern? I was actually trying to look for that to find Petra. Is this the tavern? I guess it is. Oops, sorry.
Savior! Over here!
The mighty maiden strikes again!
I'm telling you, another! Such company to have! Bring ale to the north!
Hey, Milda. I took some of your stew last time I went into the wilds. Kept me going for a week. Felt like I could have put a strider in a sleeper hold.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Sounds like you're serving up some impressive provisions here.
Not again. You can have the discount too, but you'll have to come back later.
I think you have me confused with someone else.
Oven didn't send you?
No.
Oh, my apologies. It's just that his minions won't stop pestering me. Now I've even worn out my special grill. Since I'm in the midst of a crisis, perhaps you could skip to what it is you wanted?
Some of your food?
Of course.
Are Ulvin's people causing you problems?
Oh, yeah. They constantly demand my best, but the equipment I need to make my signature dishes isn't built for batch cooking. And don't get me started on the Ulvin discount they feel so entitled to.
And if you refuse?
I make meals, not trouble.
How did you end up in Chainscrape?
Heard about a new and upcoming town at the edge of the frontier. Where there's a town, there's a tavern. I was in need of work. So I got myself out here and started cooking. Some of these people had never tasted proper boars and berries stew before. Anyway, next thing I knew, people kept coming back. Guess they liked my food. Or the ale.
Your last customer mentioned your cooking really kept him going out in the wild. Where I'm headed, I could use some of that.
I would be happy to oblige, especially since you have the decency to ask pleasantly. But my special groove griddle is no more. Without it, I can't cook any of my signature dishes. I hate to think what'll happen when I'm forced to refuse Ulvin or his goons. Even if I already had the right ingredients, there's nothing I can do. Unless you can source me a temporary replacement?
What do you need?
For the ingredients, a few pieces of decent wild meat, and I'd say a big handful of bitter leaf stems. That'll do. As for the griddle, a corrugated metal panel might suffice until I can have a new one forged. You'd likely find one in a scrounger pile, if you follow the river to the northeast. Don't worry, I'll clean it first. You'll have no issue finding boars and bitter leaf on your way. Assuming you're as much a hunter-gatherer as your clothing suggests.
Thanks, Mildif. I'll keep an eye out.
So that's what gratitude sounds like.
And don't let anyone push you around, okay?
If you say so.
Okay, I guess let's see what this is.
Anyway.
Savior, thank you for taking the time. And my condolences that you had to endure Ulvin's bloviating.
I've dealt with worse. It sounds like he's really trying to put you over the barrel.
The idea that the Carja purposely let bristlebacks into the Daunt, it's completely absurd. But the louder and longer he says it, the more support he'll get for his damned concession decree.
How did the bristlebacks get into the Daunt?
No one knows for sure. The first report of them came from west of the quarry. But unless they have wings I don't know about, I don't see how they could have come over the mountains.
No other way in.
The only way I know about is barren light. Look, if you can get to the bottom of this, I can offer a considerable bounty in return. Help me shut Ulvund up.
What is this concession decree that Ulvund wants?
He wants the Sundom to designate portions of the Daunt as Oseram holdings. Only the portions, mind you, that produce any value.
Let me guess. Because he stands to profit somehow?
Exactly. With the Daunt under Oseram law, he could secure more investment for their numerous ventures.
He can't get those investments without the concession?
No. Not while there's a chance the Sundom could revoke their access. Hence, why the concession is so important to him. And why blaming the Carja for the bristlebacks, no matter how absurd, works in his favor.
How does blaming the Carja for the bristlebacks help Ulvund get his concession?
Look around. This may be the Sundom, but Chainscrape is all gears and rust and bad ale. Claiming that the Carja loosed the bristlebacks in order to intimidate Oseram laborers into obedience. Well, let's just say no one here has forgotten the atrocities of the Mad Sun King. And with the bristlebacks bringing work in the valley to a halt, Ulvund has plenty of time to pick at barely healed wounds.
And if the Oseram refuse to work, unless the concession is signed, you won't have a choice.
Correct. The reconstruction of Barren Light must continue.
How did you get stuck out here?
I asked for the posting, believe it or not. Overseeing the entire valley on behalf of the Sun King? It was an honor. Is an honor, I mean.
But your job would be a lot easier without someone like Ulvund blasting hot air all the time?
Ulvund's not going anywhere. He's been around longer than I have. Even fancies himself the founder of Chainscrape. Now, I'll find a way to live with him.
Yeah, he hardly is the founder.
I have to.
More like the improver.
You said the bristlebacks were first spotted west of the quarry?
Yes, according to one terrified laborer, said the ground trembled before they came charging down the hillside. He took off and ran all the way here.
Good place to start looking, then.
If you learn the truth, maybe Ulvund will stop blaming the Carja for every problem under the sun, and maybe then he'll actually focus on rebuilding Barren Light instead.
Okay. Question mark up here somewhere. There's a picture. Nope, somebody else. There's a potion brew. There you go. I thought Petra would be in here. There she is, over there.
Aloy, change your mind about that brew?
It's a Tenakth game, but any tribe can enjoy it.
Come for that beer after all, eh? Here, sit down. Get a pint in her hand. Wasn't expecting you to swing by.
Since when do I do what's expected?
Ha! There's that spark. Fire and spit.
Fire and spit.
There's no spit in this, is there?
That's a blast from the bellows. Won't fix the forge, but at least I can forget about my troubles for a while.
Like what?
Take your pick. We got bodies to bury from the bristlebacks, the work stoppage, Olvin grating the gears about his concession decree. Hey! Weapons off the table! Don't listen to me. Nothing a cold brew and knocking some heads together can't fix eventually.
So the bristlebacks in the Daunt.
Gross.
Where did they come from?
That's the thing. No one rightly knows. They just showed up one day, rampaging around the valley like they exploded out of a forge. Lost some good people. But I heard talk of some vanguards trying to take them down.
Did they come through here?
Stopped by briefly for supplies. Olvind was none too pleased. Won't be able to crank it to his advantage once the bristlebacks are gone.
But how could bristlebacks and the Daunt help Olvind?
2 words. Concession decree. Since no one knows where the bristlebacks came from, Olvind has taken to blaming the Carja for him. He's hoping to dig up enough old resentments to get a strike going until the concession's signed. This is just his latest attempt. He's been trying to rile up the workers since the day he rolled into town.
And people actually believe him?
Lots of folks suffered at the hands of the Mad King during the Red Raids. Give him half a reason, they'll blame the Carja for anything.
Ah, damn Carja slavers.
I thought you'd be back in Freeheap.
Well, after the big battle at Meridian, I went back. But realized it was running smooth. Didn't need me. Heard about the rebuilding out at Barren Light. Figured they could use another hammer. Been scraping by ever since.
You could always leave.
And go back east? Nah. I ain't one to leave a lit forge. Besides, someone's gotta be a squeaky wheel for the workers around here.
So about Olvind.
Around here, everything's about Olvind.
How'd he end up in charge?
He got here early, like a squirrel smelling a fat nut. He knew rebuilding Barren Light would need stone and timber. So he jangled purses all over Mainspring, getting investors to front claims on anything in the Daunt that might be worth a damn. Thing is, all the bankers back home know that this is Carja land, and the Sun King can revoke those claims at any time. That's why he's desperate for the magistrate to sign off on a concession decree.
This concession decree, what is it exactly? And
Of
how
course,
would
we
it
already
help
had
Olvind?
this answered, but
It's a big deal, that's what.
A writ that would put all Osram claims in the Daunt under Osram law, even though they're on Carja land. It would mean that any existing ore, stone, and timber claims couldn't be revoked by the Carja. No more risk, no more hesitation for investors back in the claim to pour in the shards and expand their business. And since Olvind has a stake in all those claims, it would make him richer than a scrapper in a junk heap. Not to mention Chainscrape would become an Osram municipality, so he could buy enough votes to call himself an elderman. He's a sly old badger, I'll give him that. Figures if he keeps up the pressure, eventually the magistrate will sign.
Well, I have to be going. Thanks for the drink, Petra. I'm glad I stopped by.
Anytime, Flamehair.
okay. So, what is this?
No one wants to play strike. No? Ah, come to revel in some strike, sister? Let me set the board.
I was just passing by.
First timer, huh? Don't worry about it. I'll go easy on you. You got any pieces?
No.
Well, aren't you in luck then? I got an extra set, a Tenakth original straight out of the Forbidden West. Sit. I'll run you through it in a hot spark. I'll give you something special if you win it on my boards, too.
Oh boy, what is this game? Okay. Okay.
All right, let's start off simple. The Tenakth like to say that Machine Strike is a game of pure strategy. We each get a set of pieces. Each piece represents a kind of machine, and each machine is worth a different number of victory points. And to win the game, you'll need to gain 7 victory points by destroying the opponent's machines. It can be tricky remembering the details of every machine, so we use these notes to keep track of them. You see that number on the top right corner?
Okay.
That there is how many victory points you'll get for destroying that machine. Notes also tell you how far a piece can move,
Okay.
how powerful their attacks are,
Right.
the
Guessing the
distance they can
range,
strike
yeah.
from,
And their health.
and of course, their health.
Okay. Seems simple enough.
Okay, that's enough for now. Let's just play. I'll explain the rest as we go. I own the board, so I get to choose who goes first. Since this is your first time, I'll let you go. Usually you get to choose which pieces to set on the board, but this will do for now. Pick up that machine piece to your right, and move it forward. And remember, each machine can only move a certain distance. Take a look at your notes if you need a reminder.
Okay.
Easy enough, huh? Now, you get to move 2 machines each round, so go ahead and pick a second machine. Just need to, move that machine.
Oh, let me move it there.
Perfect. There's not much else to do for now, so just end your turn.
And turn, okay.
We're forging onwards. Let me move my pieces here. And we're back to you.
Okay.
This time, why don't you try attacking one of my pieces? Try with that machine on your right first. Now move the piece close enough to attack one of my machines. When performing an attack, you'll be testing your machine's combat power against the opponent's. A machine's combat power is a combination of the terrain your machine is standing on and its own attack power. This board only has grassland terrain, which has no effect on a machine's combat power.
Okay.
And your current machine has 2 points of attack power. So in total, your machine's combat power equals 2 points. Since my machine isn't the one attacking, it has 0 points of attack power. And just like your machine, it's not affected by grassland terrain. So right now, the difference in combat power between the 2 machines is 2 points. This means your machine can do 2 points of damage to my machine. Did you get all that?
Yep.
Knew you were a smart one. Finished. Not pulling any punches, huh? Now grab that second machine of yours. See how your machine can't move close enough to attack mine? You can make your machine sprint. That lets it move 1 space further. Try it out.
Okay.
Downside to sprinting is that your machine can no longer attack. Now, some players like to take a risk and overcharge their machine in cases like this.
But it takes
Overcharging lets you attack after a sprint, but it will damage your machine's health by 2 points. So use at your own discretion. Let's try doing that now so you can see what I mean.
Fine. I wouldn't do it, but...
That's about it for your turn, then. Now, I'll let you in on a neat trick. That machine of yours, the one closest to me, grab a hold of it. Same as in the wilds, machines have both armored points and weak points. You can see them marked on the pieces.
And I'm guessing the weak point's the
Blue
back.
shows where their armor is thickest. Hit them there, and you'll do some damage, but not a lot. Now, red shows the machine's weak points. Hit those, and you'll deal a mighty blow. Here, let me show you. Rotate that piece so your machine faces mine.
Okay.
Now let that machine have it. Off the board she goes, and there's your first victory points. You don't have 7 of them yet, so let's keep going. Your machine attacked mine, but hasn't moved yet. Go ahead and move downwards towards my remaining piece. You've already attacked a machine and moved your piece. But if you overcharge your machine, you can attack a second time.
Oh,
And by the look of your
okay.
machine's health, you'd be sacrificing your
Yeah.
piece to defeat mine. But sometimes, that can be a good thing.
Are they gonna make me do
Overcharge
it
your
though?
machine to attack mine a second time, and I'll show you what I mean.
Ugh, okay, fine. Alright.
Ain't that a thrill? Now, because your machine was knocked out at the same time as mine, we both get the victory points our machines are worth. Good news is, since you're the one attacking, you're gonna receive your victory points before I do. Which means you can reach the coveted 7 victory points first.
Oh, I see.
That's why sometimes losing a piece can be the best way to end a game in your favor. Now, you'll notice you didn't get quite up to 7 victory points this time, but you did destroy all my pieces. That means you're the winner!
Okay.
That wasn't so hard, was it? Just remember to always check for the best terrain to attack from. You'd be surprised the advantage you can gain over an opponent like that. I know it saved my behind in a game or 2.
I'll try and remember that.
Oh,
It's actually pretty fun.
before I forget, these are all my spare pieces. I want the Savior of Meridian to have them. It's a small set to be sure, but it should be enough to get you in on any strike games you find out there. You might even fancy looking out for them strike carvers. They've got all kinds of unique pieces that can turn a game in your favor, though they'll need the right materials to craft you one. Or you might find them in the wilds if you're lucky. No, I've lost my fair share of pieces after night of
take a little
machine
break.
hunting or brew
Take care of
hopping.
something.
No need to thank me. Always a pleasure to help out new strike players.
Okay.
Now, if you feel like playing a real game, I've got plenty of other boards. I could even teach you a few more tricks if you're up for it.
I think learning the game is enough right now.
Thanks. I'll think about it.
It's interesting. Something new for the game. Okay, well,
I'll see you later, Aloy.
it's a pretty fun game. I might be doing some of that later on. Okay, so sorry about all this. We had a lot of introductory quests happening right now. So this is everything. Okay. I feel like maybe we should do the side quests first. So let's go do that. There's actually another quest over there.
I am most certainly so. What? Are you a sight for Sora? Think that hair would be good on me? Hammer of tongs.
I hope Corvin and the others are doing better than I am.
What happened to you?
That damn mine is what happened to me. It won't be the last injury if Olvin keeps shoving those tongs into those tunnels.
What mine?
Northeast of Chainscrape, where the river ends. I told Corvin we should stop when the first cave-in happened, but Olvin probably threatened to cut off our pay. Or worse.
How about you slow down and take me through it? You mentioned you were injured in a cave-in.
Yeah, a couple days ago. That's how I hurt this blasted leg. Corvin and the others were opening a new vein while I was checking on an older one. As soon as their blast hit, the tunnel I was in collapsed. Might have dodged it if I wasn't running on barely a spark of sleep. We were pushing too hard and too fast.
And you're afraid Corvin and the others might not be as lucky if it happens again.
Mm-hmm. Hit the nail right on the head.
How come Olvin's in charge? Don't these mines belong to the Carja?
Try telling Olvin that. He brought in all the backing to get them open. Might as well own them. Fire and spit. You ask him. He owns us as well.
Who's Corvin?
He's their foreman. And a damn good one. The kind that knows how to deal with management when it gets unreasonable. But Olvin... his demands go beyond unreasonable. Corvin's been doing his best to appease him. He even blamed himself for my injury, when it was Olvin who ordered the extra shifts.
Sounds like a good guy.
That's why we all put up with the long hours and lousy conditions. But if the whole mine becomes unstable, I'd rather suffer Olvin's wrath than die buried in rubble.
I could check in on your crew if I'm in the area.
I would appreciate that. Thank you.
All right. Yep, that mine. Okay. So we're gonna do this one first. We need to gather bitter leaf. So way out I think was this way. Oh my god, I really did not mean to do that. I just meant to come look out off the bridge. No? There we go.
Whew, well, that'll keep me awake.
To number 2. Dang, that water looks really good. No fish.
Seems like bitter leaf likes to grow on rocky terrain. Okay, I think I have enough bitter leaf.
And gather wild meat.
Hope this tastes as good as it looks.
No animals to hunt. Oh. Fire fanghorn. Looks like a grail. I think I see it. Looks like antlers more than horns. Oh yeah. Oh, because I'm... Oh, this is cool. We can have 6 weapons on the wheel now. Interesting.
Fire could do a lot of damage.
Fire does a lot of damage, okay. Weren't there 3 or was it just 2? Oh, there it is. Here. Let's go for this other one first, I think. Oh.
If I find the right cauldron, I could learn how to override this machine.
Oh. Gonna have cauldrons here too. Shit. You can't detect me anyway. I think so. This one's gonna be easy. It's got a path right through here. Easy to do that. And then we just gotta deal with that one.
Do I have any fire ammo on me?
I do not. Or we do not. If it ever gets back on its path... What is it doing? It saw the other one.
I know something's up.
Alright, go back to your path now. Stealth killing as often as you can is very helpful, even if it takes longer. I find that stealth killing them is a lot faster than long drawn out fights if there's a whole bunch. I mean, sometimes you don't have a choice. That. Where'd it go? There's a raccoon or something here. Got it.
There. That should be enough wild meat for Mildev.
Wild meat. And what do I need? Oh. Scrounger site to we have to get something for his. Something to make a new griddle. Let's see. These are the scroungers, right?
Scroungers. Mildev said I could find a metal panel in one of their scrap piles.
Wait, they can see me?
Could try using acid ammo.
Oh. See me? Are they weak to acid? Oh, they are weak to acid. They are weak to acid, but one that goes back and forth. It's gonna turn around. Okay. Got it. And there's one over there.
No metal panel. Better check another scrap pile. I'll have to find a cauldron out here to learn how to override that. Closer. Okay. It's gone away. Oh. Does this one patrol? Patrol's over there. Path is going to come right through here. All right.
closer. Level 4 reached.
I think I have everything I need for Mildef.
Okay, got a
Good
panel.
thing too. Use a decent meal.
Well, it looks like we're going to be able to have food now. We didn't really use, we could hunt, in the previous game, we could hunt meat off of, you know, the animals like boars and rabbits and raccoons and all that. But we really couldn't use it for like cooking, other than like making health potions or using like skins and bones and things like that for like carry capacity items. So this will be interesting. If they added food as something we can use. Unknown charger site. Huh? What? Oh. Didn't see that. Oh. He's coming down here to investigate. We'll just go past that one. Oh, there's still more over there, but we'll leave them over there. There are chargers. Am I able to... Mountable. Yes.
I'd fire that machine with shock ammo.
So those we are able to override, and chargers are actually useful mounts. All this snow. Okay, this is that mine.
Smoke. Coming from where Arnav said I'd find his crew.
That doesn't look good.
This must be the mine Arnav told me about. It looks like the miners are in trouble.
They don't look like they're doing too good.
That looks like the foreman Arnav mentioned. I should check in with him.
You're right.
You good?
I'm okay. Thank you, Corvin.
Corvin? Arnav sent me. I'm...
Not now.
I think he's hurt too.
Easy. What happened?
Explosion in the mine. Water flooded the whole place. Some of my guys are still They're still down there. I can't stop.
You've done enough. Are you hurt?
I'll live. The others. Please.
I need to know exactly what happened.
We used controlled blast to open up new veins in the mountain. One of them must have gone wrong. I can't... I have to go.
How many are still down there? Corvin, how many?
Two. Two, I think. Two more.
I'll do what I can.
Okay.
Gotta find those two miners. Quick.
Okay, so that's the... this way. We'll have a breath bar. Oh, no.
The miners. One of them doesn't look too good.
I think I'm starting to see things. Is that a Nora?
Yes.
Are you okay?
Who are you?
Corvin sent me. Are you hurt?
My leg. I was a little too close to the blast.
What happened?
We were blasting in the farthest tunnel, but the scaffolding didn't hold. It collapsed. I think it blocked the drainage shaft. Water started flooding the place as quick as I drink ale. I barely managed to drag us here.
So something's keeping the water inside the tunnels.
What are you thinking?
I've got an idea. Are there more explosives?
Are you crazy?
Yeah, should still be some up top, but you'll need these fuses.
Are you crazy?
You can't move, and I'm not leaving you. It's not like she can make things worse.
Don't go anywhere.
Okay.
I need to find whatever's blocking that drainage shaft and blow it sky high. Hopefully without bringing the mine down on top of me.
So... oh, it's like... I see. Current.
Almost there.
There we go.
Made it. There's the...
Oops. No, come on. That's what I need to get to up there, but... the question is how?
Get my kit dry at least.
Nope. Come back up here, maybe scan this area. No, that won't help. Oh. Rope ladder, but it has to come down. there's a way through underneath somewhere. Here, I thought I found something. Oh, perhaps I did. Nope. No, I was already here anyway. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh god, I'm getting pushed out. Okay. So, wherever I have to go, it has to be in this room. Oh. Yeah, okay, I did make it. Oh, come on. Okay. Whoa.
Burrowers. Gotta find a cauldron to learn how to override machines.
Those mean those are handholds. Man, there's no like
Maybe I can swim.
shit.
I can turn this around.
Whoa! Thing whacked me.
That's all of them.
What is this?
Now to find a way out of this room.
Alright.
I should follow those tracks. See if they lead to the explosives.
Okay. Okay, we made it.
Let's see where this leads.
Oh, there's some stuff here. Some stuff over here. Oh, it's a lot.
There's the explosives, up on the track. Just need to get across somehow.
Hey. Pretty short fuse. That drained the water. Cool.
That did the trick. Guess that got its attention.
Oh no, you don't. Oh, just trying to hit that thing.
Well, let's go check on those miners.
So stupid. Getting stuck in the wall. Back to those two miners. See, I saw those before. Let's try to see if there's a way to use that thing underwater, but
she's so dead. We don't know that.
they say that she's so dead. Said.
Looks like everyone's okay.
I can't believe we're not gonna die. You did it. I thought you blew yourself up.
Are you two okay from here?
I can get this idiot down. Don't you worry. Thanks, kid.
All right. Well. We don't have to swim back. There we go.
I found the two you mentioned. They're safe, but could probably use a hand. Is that everyone?
It is. I dread to think what would have happened if you hadn't shown up.
I knew we were blasting too much, but the man who staked the claim here, Ulvund, he kept pushing and pushing me. I tried to shield my crew from his constant demands every damn day. I should have been stronger.
You were there for your crew when they needed you. That counts for something.
Ulvund can threaten me all he wants. I am not letting my people back into those mines.
Will you be all right?
Yes. I can take it from here. You are owed, Huntress.
Ulvund's name keeps coming up, and it's never good. Sooner or later, someone's gonna have to deal with him.
Okay, we actually have 3 skill points to use. Oh, that's interesting. Cool. Dang. Those stealth ones are no joke. Wow. That's pretty cool. Let's try that. First, strike an enemy with melee attacks to build up energy on your spear. Then, when fully charged, tap R2 to energize your target. Finally, switch to bow and shoot the enemy on the target to deal a large amount of damage. That sounds like fun. It's a Valor Surge. Learn all 3 connected skills to automatically unlock it. Oh. Valor Surges are powerful special abilities that require a buildup of Valor to use. Each Valor earn Valor through various attacks, actions, and combat, like removing components, targeting weak spots, and defeating enemies. Each skill tree offers different Valor Surges that provide unique advantages. Damn. Ooh, and this is another one. Damn, all these are pretty nice. Alright. Lots of things to think about. We have an acid trap. New resources. Strike pieces. Okay, I believe that's all on this side of the map. There's something unknown there, but we'll look for those things later. Oh, excuse me.
You know what we need? Proper. I know you see.
Ah, there you are. I happen to receive another visit from Ulvund himself. He was pushy, but I stood my ground. And dare I say it, I even got my own back. Yes, I did.
I'm listening.
When I made his meal, I used 3 pinches of salt. Instead of 2.
Each journey begins with a single step, I guess. I think I have everything you asked for.
Then just as you have inspired me, let us see if I can return the favor. Time to cook.
Wow. Mildif, that was inspired.
Next time you want the best provisions, you know where to find me. And your next order of any dish will be on the house.
Thanks. And don't forget to stand up for yourself.
Funny you should say that. As it happens, I'm already cooking up my next portion of resistance. Hope to see you again.
Food provides temporary benefits and skill boosts. Mildif's meals reduce their concentration every time. Bring ingredients to cooks throughout the world to purchase food. One food effect
Tasty and
can be
filling.
active at a time.
Guaranteed.
Might be a good idea to start cooking some food before I head back out.
Okay, so you just come to him for different...
Just cooking out.
Yeah. Okay, alright. Interesting. I was hoping we would be able to make the food ourselves. Would have been fun. But I guess it wasn't in the cards. Okay, so the only thing is to deal with those bristlebacks and then find Aaron. Maybe I should go find Aaron first. But as much as I'd hate to say it, I think I'm going to have to end it here for tonight, guys. Like, this game is... It's taken a bit to get back into it, but even the first game was it took a while, like the introduction and then like the getting into it, basically getting into the actual meat of the story. I mean, this is a very story heavy type of game. You know, it deals with a lot of characters and their stories and their backgrounds and, you know, their relationships with Aloy. So I mean, there's gonna be a lot of this. You know, a lot of times we're picking up some quests and, you know, it's a lot of talking, but that's part of the game. I will try to you know, get through it as, you know, as through the action in the main story as much as possible. But yeah, like I am still learning this new game. I mean, there's a lot of new changes to the game that, you know, I think are pretty neat, exciting, and fun. So we'll see how everything, you know, pans out throughout the game. Like this is it's very promising, and I like it so far. So let's see, my next stream is probably not going to be until a week from now. This week my job has me working pretty much all week and into the weekend. If that's the case, I'm hoping they have me off on Monday so I can stream on Sunday night again. So it'll probably be a week from now when the next stream will be. But then at that time we will pick up with more Horizon Forbidden West. So hope you all enjoyed the stream tonight, guys. You know, we're still trying to get into this game, but it's coming. It'll be I'm hoping that the rest of the game will be, you know, it'll start picking up after this one. So we'll see you next time, guys. Hope you all had a good weekend. Hope you all have a good week, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.